Hey guys, well, we are officially in the time of year where one day you'll see me in a sleeveless shirt and one day you'll see me in a jacket. I really can use some hot weather right now, but it is right around the corner. It just so happens that today is very cold out. But spring is officially upon us, and that just means that there's going to be sporadic cold days and sporadic warm days. So I'm going to structure this video the same as I did my Without a Crystal Ball video when I think that was like last weekend or something, where in the beginning of the video I'm going to talk about kind of one topic and then the rest will just be kind of like whatever, because I need to run a couple of errands, but I really want to talk about this James Charles stuff. And I know a lot of you have been commenting that you're curious about kind of what do I think of it. So I want to do that in the beginning of the video, and then, yeah, the rest of it will just be random chatter. James Charles came out with a video yesterday. It was published on April 1st. And, you know, everyone's like, oh, it was on April Fool's Day. He did address the fact that it was going to be uploaded on April 1st. I don't really take a whole lot of, insult to it being on April Fool's. I don't think that should overshadow the issues with this entire situation. But I realize a lot of people are like, oh, how dare he upload on April Fool's Day? I understand it, but there are much bigger issues that I had with the video than the fact that it was uploaded on April 1st. So I actually watched a really interesting video, and I think that a lot of you guys would enjoy it too. So I'm going to link it in my description box. I forget the guy's name because I don't watch his channel very often, but he is a body language expert and he reads body language. And I discovered him when the Chris Watts case was going on. He reacted to the Chris Watts interview that has now become so infamous. You know, he's not even a human being. But anyway, that's how I found his channel. So he reacted to James's video and he picked up on some really interesting things that I think a lot of us would not notice because we're not body language experts. He picked up on how James was blinking and just really interesting stuff. So again, I will link that down below for anyone that's interested. It is somewhat of a long video, but you can put it on, 1.5 times speed and get through it in less time. That's what I do a lot of times. I know some of y'all probably speed up my videos, and I will never take insult to that because I like to be able to watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. And at the end of the day, even if you speed up the video, it doesn't hurt the creator because you're still watching the video in its entirety, and that's what really matters. That's just a side note. So, James uploaded this video, and the main problem that I had with it was that he's discussing this topic as if it's new, as if this hasn't happened before, and he does address that it's happened before, but everything that he's saying in the video has been said before. So my problem is James is turning into sort of like the boy that cried wolf, like, believe me this time, it won't happen again. And his trust, I just don't trust him. I don't trust that this won't happen again. I don't trust that this was a situation where he described things as being red flags, and I look at it and I'm like, you are victim blaming. You asshole. You are victim blaming. There are no red flags. You are the issue, sir. You are the common denominator with all of these people who you chose to message. And in the video, I'm sure that most of you have already seen it by now. In the video, he also mentions how this video isn't going to be like the No More Lies video, where he's not going to come forward with a bunch of receipts and proof. Yeah, because the proof would show everybody how fucked up he is. And, you know, he comes out and kind of says all this bullshit, and it leads up to, you know, he's going to tell us all what's the problem. He figured out the problem, the root of the issue. And this motherfucker had the nerve to say he was desperate. He's desperate, guys, that's all. No. You don't... Desperation does not equate to communicating with underage kids online and sending them inappropriate pictures. That's not desperation. Desperation might be, oh, I don't know, going on a bunch of blind dates because you just really want someone to share your life with. It doesn't equate to child. And again, I will say what I said about David Dobrik's video, in that James came forward with this video because Instant Influencer dropped him. So that gig is gone. And he's probably at the point where either brands have contacted him, or he knows that they will be contacting him here in the next few days to cut ties with him. There is no way in hell that a brand that has morals could look at what James has been doing online and want to continue working with him. And I really don't believe that there's been enough time that has gone by where, you know, these allegations have come out and James has had enough time to really do any internal work. The other thing that he mentioned is the fact that his friends and people around him were telling him that this was wrong, and he chose to ignore them. So that tells me that not only are you not self-aware, and it could be because you're young, you grew up too fast, you have too much money, all of the things, that's fine. However, when it's brought to your attention, you just still chose to ignore it. And that is someone who, in my book, I have no room for. James had his opportunity to do the right thing and, you know, show people that this is who I am and I'm not some, you know, P word that's out here using my underage fans as a dating pool. He had his opportunity, and that's the biggest issue that I take with just things in general, is the pattern behind things. I think I'm a pretty forgivable person because there's been times in my life where I've really needed someone to forgive a mistake that I made. And I've always been really grateful when I've been forgiven and people have a little bit of understanding that we're all human, we all make mistakes. But I don't think that a repeated issue of talking to and communicating inappropriately with children, I don't really think that that's a mistake that can be forgiven. And I do believe that this needs to play out in the legal world. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, you know, he's still young, he grew up fast. I'm sorry, but if it was some 21-year-old out here, you know, in the normal world, just some, you know, average 21-year-old that did this with someone underage, that person will be held accountable. And I think the amount of entitlement and fame that James has is problematic. because he's not able to learn from his audience, because you can tell on this video the like to dislike ratio is just like it was with David Dobrik. It is alarming how many people have liked this video. Why are we allowing YouTubers and people with wealth and power to get away with things that normal people would not? It is just so gross and disgusting. And at the end of the day, it's not my, same thing with David Dobrik, it's not my apology to accept. So I can't say I don't accept it. But what I will say is that this should not just be over because James made a video, and it shouldn't just be like, oh, well, there's a bunch of YouTube videos about this topic and James has come out with his video and then that's it. Like, it just like kind of vanishes into black. No, he needs to be, he needs to be brought to justice. If I just keep going back to the fact that this is a repeated behavior. And I've noticed this with a lot of YouTubers where when a pattern can be shown, that tells me everything I need to know about the YouTuber. If the problematic events and the entitlement or the lies or in this case, being inappropriate with underage fans, if it repeats itself through time, that is someone who does not deserve the platform that they have. And I realize that James makes YouTube a ton of money. That is not missed on me. However, there's going to be a certain point in time where YouTube needs to step in and show people that they are not going to allow problematic behavior, illegal behavior, not even problematic. They are not going to allow illegal behavior to be happening with any of their creators. And if you're doing illegal shit and you have a YouTube channel, doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, your shit's going to be taken away. This is YouTube's golden opportunity to say, this is wrong and we disagree with it, and therefore we're going to step in and do what we think is best, whether that means, demonetizing or taking the platform away completely. Something has to happen. This is out of control. I just really don't understand how people can see a pattern and choose to completely ignore it. I really don't get that. I'm very I'm very in tune with behaviors that people repeat, and I might repeat some certain behaviors as well. However, I do think that there is a major difference, obviously, between maybe the way that you speak or words that you misuse versus being inappropriate with kids. And even if James is young and immature and all of the things, what on God's green earth told him that it was okay to send these photos to his fans? Allegedly. What would have possessed him for that to even come into his mind? What are you thinking, dude? You are an idiot. All right, so we are in the parking garage now, just looking for a space. All right, you guys, so we are at the mall. I'm going to go in. I don't know exactly where I'm going to go. I know I want to go to Bath & Body Works. the Nick's store, and Nordstrom. So we'll see, and then I will show you guys whatever I buy when I get back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So I'm not going to show you everything because I got shoes and those are kind of boring. I'll throw up a screen grab. They're just the Vans Classics in all black. I needed a new pair because mine are just done. So I did go to Bath and Body Works and I found this scrub. I want to show it to you guys. This is the Meditative Ocean Waves scrub, and the scent is bergamot and cedarwood. It smells so good. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if it's going to be one of those that's super abrasive like the Tree Hut ones or something more gentle, but I'll report back. And I also got the shower gel. I don't usually buy shower gels. Oh, this one's broken. Great. I don't usually buy shower gel from Bath and Body Works because it's super expensive, but I had a coupon, so this smells really good, nice and clean. So the candles that I got, it was buy two, get two free. So I have 4 in my bag. The first one is Ocean Driftwood. It looks like this. The jar is very pretty. And this smells a lot like mahogany teak wood, if you guys have owned that. Super just woodsy. It's almost like a cologne, but I really like those not overly fruity, sweet floral scents. I like that. Another Cucumber and Lily. This one is a little sweeter, but it still has a really clean undertone. And then I bought 2 of these. This is the Banana Cabana. And I bought these. I love the jar. You guys see it? It's really pretty. This smells like tanning oil. Like, that's the best way to describe it. It smells so good. It reminds me of Banana Boat. And then the last thing that I got is I was going to buy the Armani Fluid Sheer, but they didn't have it. Fluid Sheer is sort of like a foundation mix-in. Adds glowy, bronzy kind of vibe to your foundation, but they didn't have it. But I did buy this Eyes to Kill Stellar in number 4. This is a little potted eyeshadow. And it's just this really pretty bronzy color. It has the prettiest just golden glitters in it. So I've never tried one of those, and I figured I would grab one. So they have a massive TJ Maxx over in this area, so that's where we're gonna go next. So did you guys see Erin from EKC People Suck? That's her channel name. She started out her video all serious, like she was about to call me out, and she was advocating for pineapples on pizza. She was like, I actually want pizza on a pineapple. That's how much I like it. It was really funny. She's very sweet. All right, so let's go out this way. If you guys don't subscribe to her and you are interested in any of the Without a Crystal Ball stuff or anything like that, she also does lives on a normal, like a really consistent basis. So if you're the kind of person that really enjoys live streams, then you might really like her channel too. But she's very matter of fact. So if you guys like the way that I deliver my videos, you know, I'm not really here to beat around the bush or baby people. You will really like Erin. And I think that things can be handled with care while also delivering the facts. There's a lot of stores in the mall that have closed. It's sort of sad to see. I didn't buy anything at Nordstrom. Nordstrom didn't really have a whole lot. You know, we're still in between seasons where people are trying to get rid of the winter stuff, but a lot of the spring and summer stuff is slowly starting to come in. So it's not really an ideal time to be shopping for clothing, especially. I don't really buy a whole lot of clothes anyway. I really hang on to what I have, and I just make sure that I, you know, treat it properly. I do my best to do that. People will always ask me about, you know, where'd you get that shirt or whatever, and it's always something old. I just literally never really buy new clothes. Once in a while, I'll pick up a shirt or something like that. But as far as consistently bringing new stuff into my wardrobe, I just don't enjoy spending money on clothes. It's, you know, I put my money towards, obviously necessities. And if I'm spending extra money, it's usually going to be on, well, let's be real, treats for Axel or something for him. And then it would go, makeup, skincare stuff, like aside from all the necessity stuff that I need. I would rather try a new skincare item that I've been eyeing versus spending money on clothes. But that's just me. And I've said before, it's funny because I saw a comment. This person said, Britt wears black all the time because she's a witch. You guys, you see the funniest shit on YouTube, like it literally, and you have to just laugh at it or it will literally go nowhere. Like, use it as comedy, use it as entertainment. It will be a lot better for you. Yeah, someone said she wears black all the time because she's a witch, and I don't care. Witches are cool. So, but I know that I wear a lot of black. I love black clothing. I think that it's just timeless and classic, and I've always enjoyed black. And I've said before, I think that my love for black clothing really started when I worked at MAC. So, that's where it kind of started. But as far as wearing black, the one thing is you do kind of have to, if you want this stuff to last a long time, make sure that you're taking good care of it. Don't just throw it in the wash with any old detergent and then dry it for 2 hours. Try to use like Woolite Darks and a gentle detergent. There's many different products out there, but I have seen, since I've started to take better care of my clothes, they do last a lot longer. Black is also a color that easily fades, which can be annoying too. So let's go inside TJ Maxx and see if they have anything good. All right, you guys, forget that I said we were going to go inside TJ Maxx, because I literally walked in the door and there were so many people in the line. There weren't even that many people checking out, but I am not really in the mood to be around a ton of people right now. At least in the mall, like, it's more spread out. So we are not doing that today. And on top of it, let's be real, there's really nothing that I need at TJ Maxx. Oh, I also wanted to mention to you guys, someone reminded me of this in my last video, where I went to, it was either when I went to Marshall's or something. If and when you want to buy skincare from TJ Maxx or Marshall's or even Nordstrom Rack, you should go and I'll link the site below. Go and look up the lot number for the product that you want to buy, and it will tell you when that product was created, just so that you can make sure that you are not purchasing expired skincare. I've looked up a couple products on there when I've been at the store, and it has been shocking to see how old some of those products were. I've talked about that before, how, it's great to be able to save the money on the products that you want to buy, but if they're expired and they're not going to work the way that they should, then you might as well just save up your money and buy the actual product from a Sephora, Ulta, where you know that they're consistently changing out their products, or just go directly to the vendor's website. Say it's Drunk Elephant or Erna Laszlo. Go to the actual website, because then you know for sure that you're getting a fresh product, and there's no reason to buy an expired glycolic acid night cream or a vitamin C serum, because it's not going to work as intended, and it actually might end up giving you a reaction. So yeah, I realized that, there's been times where I have found skincare products and been so happy that I found them, like that Erna Laszlo sleeping mask. However, if I would have found out that it was expired, then there would have been no reason for me to spend the money on it. I should have just gone to another retailer where I know that the products are not old. So I'm not trying to tell you guys, what to do, but I think that it's a better way to spend your money knowing that you're not using an outdated skincare product, if that makes sense. Oh, and I will also tell you guys, not every single skincare product is going to be on that site. And if you can't find it, then, I guess it would be at your own discretion whether or not you want to spend your money on it. But hopefully that's helpful. I realize that there's so many skincare products that people want to try, and it's really exciting when you can find them at a huge discount, but it can end up causing more problems, and who knows, you might use it and say, that product didn't do anything for my skin, but it was actually because it was expired. So the active ingredients are no longer what they should be. We are actually going to go by the Nordstrom rack before I make my way home, just to see what they have. They always tend to have some cute stuff. Yeah, so to continue the conversation just for a second about James Charles is, he took responsibility for the things that he did, but I still believe that, the only reason that he's paying attention to this is because, like David Dobrik, it's hitting him in his pockets. These influencers do not want to lose all the millions that they make every year, obviously. I also go back to the fact that this is a pattern, and you cannot just blame doing illegal shit. This isn't just problematic or rude or wrong. This is illegal. So you can't just do things that are illegal and be expected to come upon your channel, say sorry, red flags this, even though he's the fucking problem. No, I'm not doing it. And I think that parents, I will never tell people how to parent their kids, but the one opinion that I would have is that parents need to be in touch with who their kids are supporting on the internet. Who are their kids watching? What are their liked videos? You can go back. If your kid has a YouTube page that they watch, if they're logged in when they watch YouTube, whether it's, your husband's account, your cousin's account, whoever it is, go and look at your liked videos. Are they supporting people like Jake Paul, Tana Mojo, Ace Family, which in my opinion is not family content? James Charles, Jeffree Star. Are your kids or your teens watching these YouTubers? If they are, then if it was me, I would try to reel that in and take control of the situation. But again, that's just me. I don't have kids, but I can tell you what I would do if I did have them. I would be putting what they're doing online, I would put it under a microscope and I would watch it every single day, because parents that don't know what their kids are doing online, it can also end very, very badly. And the parents are like, I had no idea they were talking to, Sally Joe that lives in Florida. I had no idea. They were talking on Instagram and DMs, and I only found out today. They've been talking for 4 months. That is scary. I also believe that if you are more in tune with what your kids are doing, hopefully some things can be avoided. And it also goes back to what I've said before with the social media currency. This is major, because if your kids are consistently watching these YouTubers, the problematic ones and the ones that are doing illegal stuff, your kids are the ones paying them. So just be aware. I'm not saying that one person not watching a James Charles video is gonna, make him go away. I'm not dumb. I realize that. However, if one person times 500,000, now we're talking about a drop in views. Now we're talking about a drop in subscribers. How many times do people need to show the illegal activities and toxic shit of James Charles before he actually does anything to distance himself from this pedestal that he's put himself on. So I have an upcoming video. I'm actually going to try to film it today. I'm really excited about this. One of you guys sent me your experience from being involved in Rodan and Feels, which is a MLM, skincare MLM. And so she's trusting me to share her story anonymously, just to bring awareness of, the detriment that can come by being involved in an MLM. So I'm really excited about that. If you guys have, anyone watching this, if you have been in an MLM, if your mom, your aunt, your sister, your uncle, whoever, if you or anyone in your family has been in an MLM and you feel comfortable sharing your story or their story and you have permission, please send me an email. I love using my platform to share these stories from people that have actually been in MLMs. So please email me, and if you're comfortable, I'll keep you anonymous, like absolutely. That's just no questions asked. But I would love to start doing more of those in order to shine a light on what can happen, because it is all just so crazy. All right, so we gotta go in a parking garage again. I hate when people are locking their car door and it sounds like someone's honking at you. I always get startled, especially in parking garages. So let's go in Nordstrom Rack and see what they have. All right, you guys, I'm back. I did not buy anything in Nordstrom Rack. Honestly, today was just kind of one of those days where instead of buying a bunch of little stuff, I wanted to get my candle. I got those candles. Got my eyeshadow and my shoes that I actually needed. And I just don't really feel like buying a bunch of little stuff that I don't need today. So now it is time for me to make my way back to my neck of the woods. I wanted to tell you guys too in this video, just to say thank you for all of the support that you gave me on my video that went up. It would have been yesterday. I made sure to edit that video and get it posted for you guys. I read an update from the not so evil stepmother. Her name is Alex. She goes by her actual name, so that's what it is. And I read that update, and some interesting things have unfolded since then, but I'm not going to go into detail in this video. But I did want to just say thank you for you guys always giving me positive feedback, indifferent feedback, or no feedback at all. I'm good with any of it, but I just really appreciate you guys so much, and I feel so blessed to have this platform to talk to you guys. It's just unbelievable. I've said for a really long time, I never thought that I would have any subscribers. I always thought that I would just be a really small channel, and YouTube was never going to be full-time for me, so I was good with that. It was a fun hobby. I could spend my extra time doing these videos, and whoever watched them. It was all good. But for my channel to have experienced so much growth and so much just positive, positivity, comments, you guys talk to each other in the comments section, I talk to you guys in DMs, we trade emails, and it's just really cool. I finally, I really feel like I have a community on the internet, and that's really hard to explain, I guess, from creators or YouTubers' point of view, unless you have a channel. But you really feel like you have those people that will cheer you on and keep you encouraged and keep you motivated. And it's just really such a ball of emotions, and they're all positive. So again, I just wanted to say thank you for that and remind you guys that I appreciate you so much. Oh my God, there's literally so much traffic. But anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to just kind of work my way through this traffic and make my way back towards my home. And what I'm going to do is there is a possibility that I might stop by Blue Mercury before I go home. If I do, I will share with you guys what I get, if I get anything. But just in case I don't stop or I don't buy anything, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.